some of this. Feels like it's got good compression. It's sitting right at 120. It's like right where the line draws for, well, what I've learned anyways. So this saw here, it's at 170 on this. So up here. Does feel like it has reasonable compression though. Well, starting it like this. But seems like a pretty good carcass. I got seals for it too, crank seals. So do that as well. Anyways, thanks guys. Alright, so since this cylinder is an aftermarket cylinder, I'm gonna try porting it. It's gonna be a blind port, which means I don't have a timing wheel. Really, I'm just gonna raise this roof, or this bottom plate down here, open that up a bit, maybe go a little bit on the sides, and then polish it up really nice. It's got a lot of carbon in there. It's not the worst I've seen, but it's got quite a bit. And pretty much that's it. It's open port. But I'll have this one and this one to compare. So I'm gonna delete the base gasket. This is a pretty majorly thick base gasket. So that should knock 30 thousandths anyways, 20 thousandths. Which I think it was 78 thousandths before. So whatever. If we can get around 40, that would be pretty cool. Would be ideal to chop this base down 20 thousandths. That'd be the best. But yeah, I'm just gonna reuse the piston and ring. And I'll probably just clean up what I can. There's quite a lip on this here. So I'll just clean it up. I'll try out my Dremel and stuff. Anyways, thanks guys. So that's pretty wild. This base gasket, I'm getting 60 thousandths of an inch there on the base gasket. That's squeezing her. So if this is, yeah, might be like under without that base gasket in there. I'll have to get a squish measurement from yeah, see if I can even not run a base gasket before I even start this porting stuff. Now I'm not gonna go very much either, because it does have a nice clean intake, good casting. I'm not sure what this is. That lip on there is no good. And give it a, just clean it up a bit. Make the air come through there better. You just do a couple of finger ports, or like fingers that come in. I'll make them a little lower. Yeah, can't go very much though. Like 30 thousandths of an inch is very small. That's 30 thousandths of an inch right there. It's about 1/16. So probably won't even, I'll probably just go that much deeper into the cylinder, into the port. So I'll work on this ledge here, but inside. Yeah, I'm sure I could squeeze a little bit out of it. And clean it up. Anyways, thanks guys. I'm gonna show a little bit of grinding. So with the base gasket removed, we're sitting at about 32 thousandths of an inch. So that's about where I'm at there. I don't know if it'll focus good. There you go. Still gonna hit it with some sandpaper by hand. But just this little gap from there to there is just your opening of your intake port. So it'll open just you know, about 20 thousandths of an inch there maybe. So just a touch early, but also I'm dropping it a lot, so in the grand scheme of things it's not going to be that much different. So it's not blown out yet, but kind of made it like put some ears on it, like an upside down fox head or something. Dropped it down 20 thousandths of an inch on this part here. This roof went that way. Cleaned up the edges and just gave it a little polishing in there a bit. Not really, more like sanding. Just opened it up a little bit. Nothing major. The biggest gain will be this gasket removal here. It'll be right at 30 thousandths squish. That's like pretty damn good. I should really wake this saw right up. Pretty early in the morning here, 9 o'clock or so. The sun's coming right in that window. Got some parts for this guy. Got this, I think it's a 268. That's what the serial number. That's what the serial number is telling me. It's a 268 XP handle. So that's pretty much what I'm building. I got this as it's a maul. Yeah. Maul. It says 266, but it's actually a 268 XP. The intake is different. So 266 will have this same intake as this, where the bolts go right through the plastic and everything into where the 268 has two little screws that hold the plastic on, then the carburetor's hooked onto the bolts. Or hooked up into the plastic, screwed into the plastic, where the 61 and the 66, I believe, have straight through bolts that go right through the plastic spacer block there, right in. So this intake is the exact same as the plastic block, where this intake is different from the plastic block. You can see the holes are in a different spot. And the intake size isn't even the same. This is actually seems like a much bigger intake. Maybe just this outer part. The inside seems the same, but this is also a closed port saw, or closed port cylinder. Good cylinder. Does have a little bit of scuffage here, but can't really feel it. Once I poured it and everything, clean up all the lines in there and stuff. See, there's some lines. Yeah. And I got a 200. What is this one? Yeah, 224. So, yeah, compared to this one, you can see the size of the hole. Much different hole size. Huge difference. And it's really only on the one side. It's not on the... If you look at this side, the choke side, yeah, they're both to be the same. But if you look on the intake side there, it's a pretty big difference in the hole size. So, same setup of carb. Everything's the same. I just prefer the Tillotson over the Wabro. Both good. Nothing wrong with the carbs. Just I'm looking for a little bit bigger one. I'm trying to get similar power to my 268 out of the 61. So, but first I am gonna try to run my 48 millimeter cylinder that I ported with the 48 mil piston and ring. But when I do switch to this one, I have a Highway 50 mil pop up. My buddy had one in stock, so I figured, shit, might as well grab it. Nice little pop up on there. Give a little extra compression. Comes with the ring. So there's the parts number there. It's from Highway, so it's good. Yeah, we're on our way to building a good saw here. May actually sell this one once I get it all ripping and compare it to this 61. I'll do a video when I do the comparison. Anyways, I'm gonna get this thing cleaned up and double check that there's no leaks. Should actually double check on that. I'm not sure if that goes into the gas tank there or not. But probably actually need a new fuel line too, even though this does have one. It's pretty hard. We'll see. Thought I might have one kicking around somewhere, but anyways, that's where I'm at with this stuff here. Yeah, thanks guys. Oh, we're getting somewhere. Got her tightened down. New fuel line. New carb kit in there. I have to reset the carburetor. Yeah, a couple things to do. I'm gonna make an exhaust, or put on an exhaust. Do have the original exhaust for this saw, and it actually comes apart. But I also have this 268 exhaust. But that being said, my screws that I have don't fit in there. I guess I can put on the handle, put on the side cover. Missing a lot of bolts. Can put on this spark plug. Check for spark and stuff first, I guess. I want to make an exhaust, but just for testing purposes, I might just try and fire it up. I also need this bolt. I don't know how the hell I lost that. But I seem to be missing this bolt. I don't have the chain guard, I guess we'd call it. And I had to use this old setup here. I do have a new setup that I want to make a plate for it. And then I got these different air filter. Not a fan of these air filters here. I find they let in a lot of fine dust into the motor. But for practice runs here, it'll be fine. I'll clean it up good. So I just fired it up. She was idling extremely high and a clutch went flying down the driveway, so I put the side cover on. I already tuned it a bit too, just to idle down. A little bit wet in there. I don't know if it's bad seal or if I just didn't wait long enough. Hard to say. Might have to take it apart and reseal it. It sucks, but either way, all I gotta do is take off the handle, this, and I can pull the whole exhaust everything off in one shot. Carburetor, air filter. Clean it, reseal it. A little bit more gasket sealer in there, let it dry a little longer. Does sound pretty good though. And it's definitely got more compression. Anyways, thanks guys. So, pretty happy with the saw. I'm about to do a compression test here. 10 good pulls. Almost 185 pounds of compression. It's pretty good. See that? Yeah, 185. That's pretty good. Really happy with that actually. It's a pretty zippy saw. And, you know, before it only had 120 pounds of compression. So, and I didn't add anything. All I did was remove things. Yeah, pretty cool. Still 48 mil piston too. Thanks guys. Well, that's great. I got this top cover just nice and clean. It doesn't have a crack in it. Not much I could do. Lost the sticker that was here. I had to use brake cleaner and a toothbrush. But it worked. Super clean. Lost that sticker too. Then I used some WD-40. I tried to stay away from this. I started noticing some blue on my rag. So stay away from there. But I think it's ready to go on. Really orange compared to the rest of it. So orange is the gas tank. You can see that the motor is much more faded than the gas tank and the top cover. Yeah, it's not too bad though. I like that orange. It makes it look much better saw. Look real husky. Looks good. So I have to get it, cut down a tree with it. See how she performs. I was thinking about parting with this one too. See how much I can get for it. It's all there. It's kind of just stock items in it. But I did do my magical touches on it to give it much more compression. And just make it all around stronger, higher revving saw. This isn't that fun with one hand. Anyway, I'm gonna put this stuff on. Thanks guys. So I also decided I'm going to do a double pipe coming out of this thing. This exhaust here. I think that'd be it's actual exhaust tube that I got from a pocket bike. One of them's too small, so I figured two of them is good size. So yeah, just gonna weld those on there, sand it down, paint it with high temp paint. Beautiful little muffler. Clean it up as best I can. It's nice. I like this style muffler because it splits, so you could actually weld it on the inside if I wanted to, but it'll be fine. Thanks guys. So there's the dual port, all nice and painted. High temp paint. It's gonna be awesome. I have a new side cover coming from China, from Farmer Tech there, but man, this one was so beat up anyways, I figured fuck it. I'm just gonna paint it black, cut it. I like the, yeah. Cut it, paint it black, probably do 4 or 5 coats on it. I did actually clean up a lot of it and get some of the old paint off, so you can't really tell, but yeah, just throw my little touch on it. I think I got another one, Husqvarna 61 coming. I don't know what shape it's in, but yeah. I just like to have fun with these things. Quick little look at it. Still just the stock chicken brake case there. Good looking saw. Runs good. Well, actually I haven't started it since I reported it, so. Yeah, I opened it up quite a bit more. See how that turns out. Anyways, thanks guys.